What's good? What's going on, everybody? We're getting into a deck profile today. I'm going to show off the Traptrix build that I just took to the, what was it, May?
Broken Arrow, 27th.
Yeah, May 27th, Broken Arrow Regional, 2023. I went 1-3 and I dropped. So, not the time for the deck, but it was still fun. I still pulled off some neat stuff, and I'll talk about it a little bit when we get into the deck profile. So let's get on in. So first of all, we're playing the 3 Pudica, the 1-card combo of the deck. Because you just normal this, use her effect to search for the field spell, and then you just link her off for Sarah, and yeah. And when she's special back, you can banish an opponent's special summon monster. That didn't come up too often at the tournament, actually, but the couple times it did, it was pretty good. Then we're playing 3 Mantis, the best normal summon in the deck, because it just searches you another Traptrix monster. So, and then she has a quick effect that you can target a spell or trap on your opponent's field that's set and return it to the... Or no, it's one of your spells. That effect is not good, in my opinion. You just bounce one of your own and then set a new one. So I guess you can dodge like stuff, but that never came up. Then you have Remelio, which just searches you a trap hole of any kind, a normal trap hole. And then if it's special, I think it lets you pop a card, a spell or trap. Dinonia, 2 of those, let you special from grave Traptrix when it's normal, and then when it's special, it lets you set a trap hole from grave, but you banish it at the end of your next turn. And then you play 1 of whatever that name is. She's just an extender. You usually search her off of Mantis or whatever other search, because all she does really that's important is specials herself from hand if you have a Traptrix monster. Then 3 Parallel Exceed. I thought about playing it at 2, but I feel like 3 is just way better, because there was once or twice at the tournament and just in playtesting that I opened 2 of them. So obviously if you open 2, it's kind of not good. So you want 1 in deck, so 3 is just the best way to ensure that. Free rank 4. Or Exceed. Then for the hand traps, 3 Ash. 3 Droll, because Droll is just really good. Then you play 3 of this. This is discard 1, normal trap or plant or insect monster, draw 2 cards. The banish effect never really came up.
So Tantalizing Tune is really nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good for drawing 2, as long as you don't draw into another one of it, which happened a couple times, but not too bad. You only play 1 of the field spell because this usually is never a priority for them to get rid of. It protects your Traptrix from 1 destruction by battle, and you can recur Traptrix from the graveyard with it.
Is it only by battle?
Yeah, it's only by battle.
What?
Yep. So there's a couple times during the tournament that I would have this on field, and all my hand would be like a trap or something, and then I would top deck a hand trap, but this actually makes that not awful, because you can just normal the hand trap, use this effect to banish it, special Traptrix from grave. So that's pretty nice. 1 called by, never saw it. 3 Holtia, very good. I had a man attack into it with a Fenrir because it didn't know it had the same defense as its attack, so that bought me a turn. So pretty good. 3 Gravediggers.
MVP, right?
MVP. Negate any hand or grave effects. I played a branded player. No, it wasn't a branded player. It was a super heavy player, and he did not know this negated hand effects. He thought it was only grave effects, so he tried to hand trap me. No, he tried to activate Regulus, and I negated it. And he was like, "Oh no, it's activating in hand." And I said, "I know." And then he also thought it burned me for 2k, but it burns your opponent for 2k. So I faced a branded player where I activated all 3 in 1 game, and so it got him down to 2k. So that was pretty nice. Then you play well, I play 2 Terrifying Trap Hole Nightmare. Honestly, these should have been floodgates. I feel like these should have been the floodgate trap holes because they didn't really come up because the monsters have to have 2,000 or more attack, and usually by the time they're getting to that point, unless it's like cash, which I played 1 cash, they already have a negate set up. This was good. This was very good. I only played 1 of it, but it came in clutch a couple of times. 3 Imperm for the other, just negate. And then I mained 2 D-Barrier, which came up against the super heavy, but not during his turn. I just used it as an extender during my turn because I set during my turn when I went first, and then he went and he used Motorbike. I ashed it, and he immediately ended his turn. So then on my turn, I just used it to proc Sarah to special into the Traptrix from deck so I could keep building my board, and then after that he scooped. That's it for the main, 40 card main. We'll do the side next, or not the side,
extra.
the extra deck next. 3 Sarah. Sarah's super good. She gets 2 effects per turn if you use her well. She can special a Traptrix from deck when you activate a trap, and she can set a trap from deck when you activate a Traptrix monster effect other than her own. So super good. Link 1, easy to go into. 1, again, whatever that name is, Caleria. Very situational in my opinion. I don't think I ever went into her. I went into her in play testing, but I never really went into her in actual games in the tournament. Adipus, very good. Gives all your Traptrix an extra 1,000. You can negate effects with her, and you can banish a trap to pop a card that you negated. Super good. Came up a couple times. I really think she is a very good card. Shout out to Chris. Access code. I did get to access code. 1 person for game. I think it was a cash player. So that was pretty cool. I ended up losing that match, but I did get that game off of him. Then for the XCs, we're on. Sorry, the X what? The XCs. We played the 1 Rafflesia, MVP. You Sarah, you Rafflesia, and sometimes that was enough. Funicula, also super good because you get to attach cards they send to the grave or banish, or they from card effects you just attach them as material. Super good. Alamaris, she was part of the board that I set up against a super heavy player where he was just like I scoop. I feel like these 2 are really good, and she's good in certain situations, so I definitely would still play her because she's strong, just not as strong as these 2. The 4th Traptrix, Baguska Pass. Very strong against a lot of decks still. There's just sometimes that they cannot out that. So, yeah, Baguska, every time I went into Baguska, I was winning that game. 1 Cowboy for time, 1 Redoer, 1 Exiton Knight. I never went into either of these 2. And then 1 Abyss Dweller. Abyss Dweller was pretty good. Just depends what you play. If they have to rely on a lot of grave effects, it's good. 1 The Last Warrior from Another Planet. This won me a match against a Goaty player because the way you get him out is you play Waking the Dragon, which I sided into, and he cosmic'd it, and I got him out. And all he had on board at this point was a monster with 1,500. I beat over it. Then he used the Goaty Field spell to set 1 monster per turn for like 9 turns, and then he scooped. And that was game 3. And so I won that match. Then on to the side, 15 extra, 15 side. We got 3 Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I never sided into him this last weekend. But, Nib's always good in theory. 3 Gamma Seal. I also never ended up... No, I did side into Gamma Seal actually against the cash player. I just didn't see him. 2 Raigeki. I sided into that a couple of times. I drew it once, and it mattered. Blew their board, and I beat them that game. 1 Feather Duster. I never sided into Feather Duster. 3 The Waking the Dragon. I sided into almost every time I knew I was going into game 3, and I'm going first. Always side into this. And then 3 Traptrix. Pretty good. You can get any of your traps, and if they Feather Duster and you draw this, you just activate it, set Waking the Dragon, so it's set. So you can play 6 copies. But yeah, overall, I had fun, but not a great time. This definitely was not the deck for the format, for me personally anyway. And I'm hoping to do better in the next one, but I still like the deck, and I still think it was fun.